Heidi ho, neighbor-o. Oh gosh, it just reminded me of Tool Time. Does anyone remember that show? That was like my favorite show ever. And now that reminds me of like TGIF. Friday like had the best shows. What happened to that? Not that I even watch TV. It could probably still be on there, but oh my gosh, it just brought back childhood memories. All right, so I'm finally here, and I have been. I've had these on for 23 days, and I am like so sad. They're still so perfect, but I am itching to put something else on. So we're gonna do it. I'm gonna take them off, and we're gonna show you how to take these off. Gosh, why is it so hard? I never had this trouble before. It was like 3-4 days, and then I was like, we've got chips, we've got cracks, we got all sorts of stuff going on. So you would like be ready and excited to take them off. But now it's like they're a part of you. So anyways, these have been on a week. These are my press-ons from the new Wicked Inspired collection. And I think I'm going to put on the gold chrome that I wanted to put on first, but you guys voted for this, which I'm very happy that you did because it's fabulous. But that gold chrome is screaming at me, and I think that's what we're gonna have to put on. So anyways, I'm gonna show you how to remove one from each hand, press on LEDs. Hey Kim, how are you, my friend? So that you guys know how to remove and how easy removal is, and how it should be non-damaging to your nails, which we also have the new nail care. So if you need a little extra boost or help, your toes lasted 30 days even after swimming. Yes, Emmy's toes were lasting forever long, and I'm just like, can you come off already? My gosh. I'm like, I want to do something else, and it just breaks my heart taking them off when they look fabulous. Okay, let's do LEDs first. LEDs are typically the easier of the two to remove. They are both easy, but LEDs tend to come off slightly easier. So we will take off this finger, okay? I just randomly picked that one. So typically what I will do is I go from the side just so that I'm not like bending my nail down if I go like this way and start to remove. I don't want to like bend the tip of it. I want to keep that strong and long. So I just take my cuticle stick here, which comes in your package, and I open up the side just a little bit with the cuticle stick, and you can see it really good because this one is actually clear. It's like a glitter tip. Yes, the nail care. I'm actually going to try our Prime Suspect, which is our primer. Perfect for it actually has a velvet powder in it, which you need to really shake it to make sure that it is evenly distributed throughout the bottle. But it helps to fill in any sort of like ridges or anything like that you have on your natural nail. It also helps protect your natural nail in the removal process. It helps to provide a smooth, dry surface for our products to adhere to, okay? So if you're one of those people that has oilier nail beds, you may want to give that a shot. Okay, Easy Remover comes in this tiny little bottle. It is oil-based, yes. And it has some acetone in it, and you can use a generous amount. It is still gonna last you forever long. I used to use big bottles of remover before, and I swear I would only get like 4 uses out of a big bottle because I was like soaking in it, and it would take hours and all the things, and it was just a giant pain in the butt. But these last so much longer, and I love it. Okay, so we put remover in that crevice where we opened up the side. So it is going to start dissolving that adhesive layer. So you can very easily start to remove the LED from your natural nail, okay? So you want to take your time. It is called Easy Remover. Because yes, it is easy, but you don't want to just dive in and just rip the thing off because it can damage your nail if you peel it off. So don't peel. And if those of you who are pickers out there and you start to pick, message me because I will yell at you and tell you to stop, because you don't want to ruin your natural nail, because Clio allows you to have the most beautiful natural nails here, okay? So you should be able to pretty easily then, you can see again, I am opening this up to about the halfway point with the remover that I put in. By this point in time, I can feel it starting to tug on my natural nail as I'm lifting it off. So I want to go ahead and put more easy remover in there so that it can penetrate to the other side. And you can even like keep the cuticle stick in if you want to make sure that it gets in that little crevice, okay? So again, you would do this with all the nails and then come back around. And by the time you go back around to the start, you'll probably be able to very easily get this LED off, okay? And it's funny because they go on in a strip and you cure them and all the things, but when you take them off, it almost looks like it was a press-on. It's so funny. People get confused sometimes. They're like, is that an LED or is that a press-on? See, by this point in time, did you see I barely even did anything to get it to this point, okay? It is like dangling there. So this is another reason why too, you want to keep in mind like what you're using product wise. So look at my natural nail. Can we just take a minute to appreciate the health of my natural nail? And I cut these, I clipped these because they were like so long. But the oil in the remover, if you're using like an oil-based cuticle remover and things like that, that can seep underneath and cause you to have an early pop-off. So you really want to be careful like with what you're using. Which reminds me, we do now also have our own like cuticle and nail care, like what did Tacy say? It's like skincare for your nails. So this is called H2 Glow, and I will forever call it H2O Glow. So just get used to that now. It is a water-based cuticle nail health treatment to help your cuticles and nail health while you are wearing the product, okay? So you don't have to worry about that oil getting in underneath and helping to loosen that adhesive before you're ready. So at this point in time, there is probably going to be a little bit of adhesive left on your nail. You'll just put another couple drops of the remover on, and you can swirl it around a little bit, rub it in with your finger if you want. You can use, some people use a paper towel. Some people use an old washcloth. I do that a lot just because I have a zillion of them. You can tell I use them for all things crafting and all sorts. This came out of the wash like this. But the thing I love about our remover is being that it is oil-based. I mean, look at that. Seriously, I'm blown away. Look how healthy my nail is. And it doesn't leave your nail feeling like it's got the life sucked out of it, okay? It is not dry, it is not white. A lot of times when you use like an acetone remover, your whole finger turns white and it basically looks like it just stripped your finger and your nail to the bone, right? You know what I'm talking about, I know you do. So that is how you get the LEDs off of your fabulous nails. Now let's go to our press-on. Let's see, which one do we want to take off? I'm going to take off my middle finger because it is like super long and it's almost growing past, if you can see, it's almost, actually I think it is peeking out past the press-on. So with the press-ons, you'll notice that you don't get regrowth because the adhesive, it's like a flexible hold. So it stays down at the base of your nail. Pretty much with like everyday activities that you do, it just keeps the nail at the cuticle, and then you'll notice your nails start to grow out past the tips. It's so funny, and it's like your nails are growing in reverse. So we are going to do the same exact process, and I'm just going to, again, break the seal at the side. Sorry, I'm doing my middle finger, but then you'll put your remover just down in the side there, let it sit for a tad. You'll probably be doing the rest of your nails if you're a normal person. So I can't decide if I like press-ons or LEDs better, so I just wear one of each. So you guys voted on, what is it, Merlot Magic? Is that the name of it? I think, actually, I'll give you the, oops. This is the one we're putting on for our LED side. This is what you guys voted, so very fallish. And then again, I am picking the press-on because I'm going straight for that gold chrome. I love chrome press-ons. Okay, so same thing here. With the cuticle stick, I use this flat, like angled side, and I put that up against the base of the flat side, up against the base of the nail, and I kind of just run it down. The point almost seems to kind of break through the little adhesive threads that you'll notice. Let me see if I can get it up really close here. You see how the adhesive, if I could get it to focus, if I move my head out of the way, the adhesive, there's gonna be like little strands, and that is the flexible hold that I'm talking about. So when you're using your cuticle stick, you can kind of tear through those little threads as you see them. Now again, I can very easily open it to the center. There you can see those threads. See what I mean? So that's what holds the nail on so well, because it's 100 little threads of adhesive that are grabbing onto your nail. So if you bump it, it just kind of adjusts to the impact instead of having your nail fly off and end up in the bushes like my past ones have. Hey Kelly, how are you? Okay, so we opened it up to the center. I am going to then put in more remover to get to the other side. It does, perfect. It does look like a spider web. It's like a little mini spider under your nail, just wove itself a little web, spun a little web, and it's grabbing on in 100 different places to make sure that baby does not pop off. All right, so again, we put more remover in. It is penetrating to the other side. I just love this. It's like the craziest thing. So it's not glue. Look at this. It's not glue, because glue, when you, look how far can we stretch it? It's like oh my gosh. It was like a world record, I think. Glue on nails from the past that you've probably used, or even when you go to the salon and they glue on tips, if you think about that glue, once it like hits the surface and you put the nail on top, it cements to your nail, and it literally does not move. You've probably noticed this too, because you may have like glued your fingers together before and it's like, oh crap. So it does not move. So if you hit that, it doesn't have any other choice but to crack and break at that impact, because it cannot flex at all like this does, okay? It basically cracks through that glue, and then that's why you get the pop off. This is totally different, and it's actually patented, so we have the rights to the patent and no one else does, okay? So I got this magical ball of adhesive still on my nail here, and that is normal. So you're just gonna then put on another couple drops of remover. You can rub it in if you want. You can, oh yay, your set is coming today. I'm so excited. You can then, again, do the same exact thing that you did basically with the LED hand. Hey mom, how are you? And then you'll just wipe off the excess. So some people, if they don't want to use a towel, you can take a paper towel. Don't use a cotton ball. That'll be a sticky, that'll really get you into a mess. You can use a paper towel and just lay the paper towel flat on your desk, and then take your finger and run it across the paper towel like this, and that friction will very easily pull that excess adhesive right off. So look at that. Isn't that bonkers? And my nails are growing like weeds. I had cut these down pretty far, almost to like the point where there was no tip on my nail, and they're just like going bonkers growing. I'm so excited. And I haven't even dove into the nail care yet. So now I'll probably put a set on and it'll be like, go gadget nails. Hey Stephanie, how are you? All right, so that is basically how you do the removal process. Like I said, very super duper easy, easy remover. Just take your time with it. You should not feel any pulling or tugging on your natural nails, and they should be not damaged whatsoever. So if you're noticing damage or anything of that sort, just make sure and use more remover. Take your time and do not peel off, because these bad boys stick on very strongly. You saw I held up like an 8-pound weight with just the press on. So you definitely don't want to be tearing that off without using remover, because that for sure will take off layers of your nail. Okay. From this point then, if you are going to do an application, which I'm going to record a video for, so I won't be doing that live. Today I got to do a super zoomed up close-up look, and you would probably want to go and wash your hands, maybe with like a Dawn dish soap or any dish soap that, or soap, it doesn't have to be a dish soap that doesn't have like oil or anything in it. You could use your primer, use your prep pad, all of that stuff, and then just get those cuticles pushed back. It's super duper important to not put press-ons or the LEDs over your cuticle or any sort of skin. And then voila, put them on, you'll be good for 10 to 14 days is average wear, or 23. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. But that is your easy peasy Clio removal. Have a good day, guys. We'll talk to you later.